Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna jump right in. Litecoin halving is pretty pretty close. I'd say we are about probably less than 12 hours. I'll tell me right here. So we are 5.5 hours away from the estimated halving for Litecoin, which is the deflationary event that happens with Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash. This is to make it um, deflationary assets. Um, very bullish sentiment. It's just Litecoin hasn't had the same performance as Bitcoin after the halving. It's actually had some sell-offs. So this is good though as an accumulation phase. It could go either way from the miners. Miners could either sell off to become profitable because the mining reward is getting cut in half, but also at the same time it shrinks the supply too. So it could go both ways for the coin. Let's just take a look right here. Right now we're trading at $90.86. We're down about 3% the last 24 hours. We pumped to about 93.50, $94 about about 12, I'd say 12 hours ago, 10 hours ago. We were doing pretty good. Um, this is the this is the Litecoin weekly right here. As you can see, there's been a couple of like one strong move, but then mostly bigger sell-offs. So my prediction right now is that I think Litecoin will just kind of sit around. It hasn't had much performance after the halving till about a couple months in. So I'm shooting for in maybe in October or November, Litecoin to be trading at about 98 to $100 if the macro economics don't change in the environment, in the financial environment, because um, in my opinion, I think things are going to get bad, at least for the United States economy. And the stock market right now is rallying. The Buffett indicator is about 180, meaning the stock market is overvalued. When things are overvalued, it's a bubble that's just waiting to burst. My firm is set up for that properly, but at the same time, we're also set up to profit off the situation where things go up too, because S&P 500 is rallying 19%. Um, I also want to get into the XRP lawsuit. That was a big win. I wasn't able to get into that because I was busy the past few weeks. That was a big win for the crypto community. But now SEC is targeting Coinbase with some other nonsense. So Coinbase basically, I think this came out yesterday. They're not allowed to trade anything besides Bitcoin. And that's just really weird because Bitcoin's a commodity, Litecoin's a commodity, so they should be able to trade those, those. I mean, Bitcoin can, but Litecoin, you're not able to trade. XRP, I mean, I don't know. I was able to get on the app yesterday. I didn't really want to buy anything yet, but I mean, I'll have to try it later and see what's going on. Um, but that Coinbase thing is ridiculous. It's crazy that the SEC is the only government branch in the entire world that is really trying to put a criminal stigma to this thing. I mean, yeah, there is the money launderers and the scammers and stuff, but the blockchain is a very powerful technology that should be utilized. You know what I mean? Pulling up the Bitcoin weekly here. I drew this trend line going all the way into 2024. If we follow this trend line, it's going to take us up to 40K by April. And I have a feeling we're going to get to 40K well before April. If the macroeconomics don't change and there's no kind of catastrophic world event, like either a sickness or some kind of world war, I mean, we could be continuing up this trend line, and even you could even draw a steeper trend line going like this. And then if you're drawing a trend line that was going like that, let's take a look here. It'd start here and it would go. So it's about the same, almost the same trajectory as the other one. As you can see, it's pretty close. Um, Another thing I want to get into is the economy. Um, Vehicles are the most upside down or underwater that they've been ever. Credit card debt is the highest it's ever been. Car repossessions are the highest since 2007, 2008. Um, what else is it? Um, Employment is good. Jobs are being added. The job market is strong, but then you're looking at other businesses that are saying help wanted, and that's causing a ripple effect into other businesses. It's weird because if you have help wanted at one business, it takes time to produce something because there isn't enough help. And then so that item takes time to get to the next location where it's being ordered from, whether it be a business to consumer business or a consumer or a business to business kind of business, specifically business to business, because when you're looking at products being produced and manufactured and it takes time because those businesses have help wanted, then the orders that are being filled takes longer, thus causing a huge ripple effect in the economy, leaving everything to be delayed. It's just simple economics and the simple supply and demand, as well as there isn't enough help to go around. And then you have another issue where people kind of just don't want to work. That's a big problem. People would rather swipe the card and just keep going and live like the Joneses. Listen, I'm not against having nice things, but if you can afford it, if you have to buy things on credit, you're not doing it right. I mean, you gotta do it the right way. Credit is could be your worst enemy. People think of 10% interest. Oh, that's nothing, dude. I would love a 10% investment on a return, like a nice return like that. Like that would be something great. And then I think of it that way, and that's what makes me sick about interest is someone is making 10% off you. That's like a return off the stock market. Like that's nuts, dude. But anyways, my Bitcoin prediction, I'm gonna get into something for October, and then I want to get into something for December and January. So if we're looking at October right now, there's a couple things that could happen. We could either make our way up here to 35, but I have a feeling that we won't because the selling pressure is high here at 30. Let me draw a little circle for y'all to see. Where is it? There you go. So for this area is massive. We had two areas like this. We got to get past these spots. These are psychological spots right here. If we want to go back to the good times in 2022. Yeah, I know we had some sell-offs, but I mean, this was the Do Kwon Terra Luna situation right here when this happened right here, these big red candles. And then you guys know what happened here. This is the FTX situation. So, and then it's kind of been nice green candles since then. So, Bitcoin chart looking a lot healthier than Litecoins as far as sell-offs. Litecoins, you have some sell-offs here and there, but you know, I've converted half of my savings account to Litecoin. That was a good move because a week later it gained 30% value. So yeah, that's it. Keep your eye out on market trends. Keep your eye out on what's going on. Don't buy shit you can't afford. Don't use credit. Try not to use monthly payments for things. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. You know, just be smart out there. It's the best financial decisions you can make. Don't buy anything you don't need. But interesting times. I hope everyone has a lovely day. Thank you for tuning in, and see y'all soon. Thanks. Ciao.